The Tesla app 429 error, also known as the too many requests error, occurs when Tesla's servers detect excessive requests from your app or account. This is a rate-limiting measure implemented by Tesla to prevent server overload and ensure fair usage across all users. Rate limiting is a protective mechanism that prevents Tesla's servers from becoming overloaded with too many simultaneous requests. It ensures fair usage so that no single user or account can monopolize server resources, maintaining stability for everyone. Tesla's servers, like the massive data centers shown here, handle billions of requests monthly from users worldwide. When the limit is exceeded, users see an error message like this one, indicating too many requests have been sent. This video will guide you on how to troubleshoot and resolve this issue, focusing on solutions relevant as of December 2025. The 429 error in the Tesla app occurs when Tesla's servers receive too many requests from a user or app within a short time period. This is known as rate limiting, a protective measure Tesla implements to maintain server stability and prevent overload. To understand why this happens, let's first look at how API calls work. The Tesla app, acting as a client, sends requests to Tesla's API. The API then queries the database for vehicle data and sends the response back to the app. The client app, like your Tesla mobile app, initiates these requests to check vehicle status, control features, or monitor charging. Tesla implements rate limiting to control the flow of requests. Before reaching the API, requests pass through a rate limiter that checks if you've exceeded the allowed number of requests per minute. If the limit is exceeded, the rate limiter returns a 429 error instead of allowing the request to proceed to the API. The error typically arises from several common causes. Rapid API calls happen when apps or scripts make too many requests in quick succession. Multiple app instances running simultaneously can compound this issue. Shared accounts across devices also contribute, as requests from different users count toward the same limit. Finally, third-party apps that excessively pull Tesla's servers for data can trigger rate limits. Tesla uses rate-limiting techniques that balance efficiency and simplicity against resource consumption and complexity. This helps maintain server stability while allowing legitimate use. Tesla's approach strikes a balance between protecting servers and allowing users reasonable access to their vehicles. Tesla typically allows 50 to 100 requests per minute for standard features, with stricter limits for sensitive actions like remote starting the vehicle. Understanding what causes the 429 error is the first step towards fixing it. By recognizing these patterns, you can take steps to avoid triggering rate limits in the future. Basic troubleshooting steps can often resolve the 429 error quickly. Let's go through them one by one. First, try logging out and back into the Tesla app. This can reset your session and clear temporary issues. Next, clear the app's cache. This removes stored data that might be causing conflicts. Ensure you're using the latest version of the Tesla app. Version 4.30.0 or later includes proactive warnings about rate limits. Finally, wait for the cooldown period, which is typically 1 to 15 minutes, before attempting to use the app again. Client-side solutions focus on reducing server requests through smart data management. The first approach is caching, where frequently accessed data is stored locally on your device for a short time. Implement caching by storing frequently accessed data locally for 1 to 5 minutes. This prevents repeated requests to Tesla's servers for the same information, significantly reducing your request frequency. The second solution is batching, where you combine multiple actions into fewer API calls. Instead of sending 3 separate requests to Tesla's servers, you can bundle them into one efficient call. Both caching and batching work together to reduce the frequency of requests to Tesla's servers, minimizing the chance of hitting rate limits and improving your app's performance. Exponential backoff is a crucial technique for handling rate limit errors like the 429 error in the Tesla app. This prevents overwhelming the server with repeated failed requests and allows the rate limit to reset. Here's how it works. After a failed request, wait exponentially longer before each retry. This graph demonstrates how different backoff strategies reduce server load compared to no backoff. Many libraries, like TeslaPy, include automatic retry logic to implement this technique seamlessly. Tesla is actively working on improving rate limiting to reduce Ford 29 errors. They're testing AI-driven throttling that can tell the difference between automated scripts and real human interactions. Tesla plans API v3.0 in 2026, which will include OAuth 2.0 for better authentication. This could allow premium users to have potentially unlimited requests. Keep an eye on Tesla's developer portal for the latest updates on these improvements. Now, let's explore advanced solutions and expert tips for handling the Tesla App 429 error. These strategies go beyond basic fixes and focus on long-term prevention and optimization. One advanced approach is to consider using Tesla's WebSocket API for real-time updates. This technology allows your app to receive instant notifications from Tesla's servers without needing to constantly poll for data, which significantly reduces the number of requests and helps avoid rate limiting. Building on that, expert Kelsey Hightower, a renowned API design specialist, recommends implementing resilience into your applications through backoff strategies. This means designing your app to automatically slow down or pause requests when rate limits are encountered, rather than continuing to bombard the server. If these advanced solutions don't resolve your issues, don't hesitate to consult Tesla's official developer forums or community resources. These platforms are filled with experienced developers and Tesla users who have encountered and solved similar problems, often sharing detailed troubleshooting guides and workarounds. Finally, remember that proactive prevention is always better than reactive fixing. By monitoring your application's usage patterns and implementing safeguards from the beginning, you can avoid many rate-limiting issues before they occur, ensuring a smoother experience for your users.